Hey, what's up, Coin Fam? In today's video, we're talking about old dimes worth a lot of money. Pay close attention, you don't want to miss these dimes. Let's get right into it. This is a 1964 Mint State 67 Obverse die cap. The 67 grade is out of a possible 70, so this coin is well struck despite the error. A die cap happens when a coin gets stuck on a die and starts to take on a shape like a bottle cap. The coin that's stuck to the die ends up striking coins, and that can make the opposite side of the coin to appear blank, like this one right here. This rare dime sold at auction for $2,640. Take a look at this 1973 San Francisco minted dime. This dime was graded Mint State 68 Ultra Cameo. As you can see, there's a lot going on with this coin. According to NGC, this dime was triple struck with clashed dies. A clashed die occurs when two dies come in contact with each other. This can result in part of the design to be transferred to the other die. When clashed dies eventually come into contact with a planchet, the transferred image is pressed onto the coin. In addition to the clashed die, this dime was struck 3 times. Each time the coin was struck, it pushed it out beyond the collar, and the planchet split at about 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. You can see some of the design on the coin tripled due to the multiple strikes. This dime sold at auction for $3,840. Look at this 1977 Mint State 67 dime. It doesn't look much like a dime, does it? It looks like one of those optical illusion pictures with the face of a young lady and an elderly woman hidden within it. You can see Jefferson's portrait from the nickel if you look at it this way. Turn it a little bit and you should be able to make out Roosevelt's image. This is a nickel struck over a dime. Somehow, a minted dime found its way in between 2 nickel dies. You can make out elements from both coins on the front and the back of this dime. This dime sold at auction for over $5,000. Here's a 1999 Denver minted broad-struck dime. This dime is Mint State 64 brown. Yes, I said brown. You don't normally hear that when you're describing a dime, but this dime is a little bit special. A broad-struck coin is when a coin is struck without a collar around it. This causes the coin, which is under immense pressure, to spread out beyond the normal size of the coin. So this dime was broad-struck, but it was also broad-struck on a 1-cent planchet. This dime sold at auction for $7,500. Take a look at this crazy coin strike right here. This dime was graded Mint State 67, but we don't know what the date was because this dime found its way into the hopper of a penny run. The penny was struck about 50% off center on this dime. You can see the clear image of the penny on the back of the dime as well. For an error like this, that sure is a beautiful strike. This dime sold at auction for over $7,600. This is an extremely rare 1968 No S dime. Now this is a proof coin, so don't expect to find one of these in your pocket change. These coins resemble the Philadelphia minted coins because Philadelphia dimes in 1968 didn't have a mint mark. This dime wouldn't have been minted in Philadelphia because it's a proof coin, and proof coins for this year were only minted in San Francisco. There aren't many of these dimes out there. If you have a proof set from 1968, you definitely want to check for that S. If it's not there, you're looking at some big money. This one sold at auction for over $48,000. Here's a common transitional error we see around the time when the mint changed the composition of the planchets from silver to the nickel copper clad. This is a 1965 Mint State 62 dime minted on the wrong planchet. 1964 was the last year for the circulation strike silver dime. This error dime sold at auction for $9,000. This dime right here is insane. It was graded Mint State 64 and there's no date on it. Why, you ask? Because this dime was minted with 2 reverse dies. Either someone at the mint made a huge mistake or there was some mint mischief going on that day at the mint. This rare dime sold at auction for over $26,000. This is a beautiful dime right here. This is a 1956 Proof 69 decam. Decam means deep cameo, which is the designation given to coins with nice contrast between the frosted raised parts of the design and the darker field of the dime. The Proof 69 grade is on a scale of 1 to 70, so this is almost a perfect coin. It sold at auction for almost $20,000. Do you like rainbows? Check out the rainbow toning on this 1956 Roosevelt dime. This dime graded Mint State 68 FB. The FB stands for full bands and refers to the bands located at the top and the bottom of the torch on the back of the dime. The FB designation will definitely add a little premium to your dime. This dime right here sold for almost $10,000 at auction. Look at the rainbow toning on this 1951 Proof 68 Plus Deep Cameo Roosevelt dime. It's close to a perfect circle on the back. The front of the dime has the toning also, but it doesn't look as good as the back. A near-perfect dime like this from 1951 brought in $18,800 when it sold at auction. Here's a good-looking 1950 Roosevelt dime. It's a proof coin minted specifically for collectors. It was graded Proof 68 by PCGS. This beautiful dime sold at auction for almost $19,000. Like in 1968, the 1975 Roosevelt Proof dime was minted in San Francisco, and those coins have an S mint mark. Business strike 1975 dimes that were minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, and they're not supposed to. In 1975, the San Francisco Mint produced almost 72 million business strike coins to help out the Philadelphia Mint. These coins didn't have a mint mark. Somehow, one of the business strike dies for the Philadelphia run got polished up with the proof dies, and a small run of dimes was minted with this no S die. An astute mint employee realized the error, and all of the no S proof dimes were gathered up and destroyed, except for two that we know about. These dimes were in proof sets, and they were both sold to a collector in California. This collector realized the error on the proof dimes, and that's how we know about this coin today. One of these proof sets is still owned by a collector in Ohio. The no S dime you're looking at right here, this one sold at auction for $456,000. If you enjoyed these old dimes worth a lot of money, take a look at these old coins right here. Click that video to the left. Thanks for watching.